These are the live visuals which are coming in of the Prime Minister's plane which has landed at the Varanasi airport. The Prime Minister just expected to just come out in just a short while from now. We can see, in fact, at the tarmac, the Governor of Uttar Pradesh, along with Amit Shah, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, also there. All the senior top leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party standing and waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So his plane has landed. Just a matter of few minutes when the Prime Minister comes out and in fact is on the tarmac. From here they will in fact be taken to the police lines. From police line in fact the Prime Minister will start his road show. All right, so that's the Prime Minister at this point of time he has reached Banaras, and the Prime Minister disembarking from the plane right now at the Banaras airport, being received there by the Governor of Uttar Pradesh, Ram Naik, and also standing next to him is BJP President Amit Shah, who in fact is also there. Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, there to receive him, along with a lot of other dignitaries from the Bharatiya Janata Party and the local supporters of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So now from here, Prime Minister would be making his way to the police line. From police line, a massive roadshow is expected, which will continue till the Kashi Vishwanath temple, where the Prime Minister is expected to reach at around 11 a.m. And this is where he will in fact then perform the puja, and then the Prime Minister would be meeting the BJP workers, thanking them for their work. Remember, the Prime Minister, once he went for his nomination, at that point of time, he had told it was a huge roadshow, massive roadshow. And then at that point of time, the Prime Minister had told his party workers that this is going to be a victory of those party workers. He can't come back. He was busy campaigning for his party all across the country. Didn't make a single journey back to Banaras. No campaign from the Prime Minister, but it was a lot of influx of the BJP workers and leaders from all across, and that ensured that the Prime Minister wins by a record margin. All right, we'll get more visuals of the Prime Minister from there. What we've been told is from the airport, he is going to take a chopper. From chopper, he'll be landing at the police lines, and from there, the big roadshow of Prime Minister Narendra Modi begins. All right, so we're back at those visuals. The Prime Minister, in fact, at this point of time, I believe, walking towards the helipad, where the choppers are waiting for all the dignitaries to be ferried to the police line, where the Prime Minister is going to start his roadshow in a very Narendra Modi style. Will be at in an open car, thanking the people, those who have lined up, waiting for the Prime Minister. Anila Singh, in a way, this also, marks what the BJP machinery has been able to do. Completely turn around the way elections are fought. The Prime Minister didn't even have to go back to campaign in Banaras, but when we were there in Banaras, all the other leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party, whosoever, in whichever phase their election was completed, were camping in Banaras, making sure the victory margin goes up.
Of course, I think Narendra Modi ji, as the senior leadership of our party, he had much more responsibilities on his shoulder. So definitely he was campaigning, and he was going pan-India wherever he was required. And in Varanasi, like, he had full confidence in the people of the Varanasi that they are standing with him, and definitely, I mean, that has turned into votes. Their confidence has turned into votes, and our other leaders and our party workers, they were doing their work there. They were there on the behalf of Narendra Modi ji. But the way the mandate has shown, I mean, this shows that the love and dedication and confidence the people of Varanasi has shown towards Narendra Modi ji. I mean, I can say it is reciprocal, because even Narendra Modi ji has got that type of love, dedication, and totally he is focused that he has to really change the face of the Varanasi. He has taken so many steps regarding this, and in coming 5 years, I'm pretty sure that Varanasi will be a changed city. It will be a changed city, I mean, it is so wonderful to see a city which has got its religious value, a city which has got its historical value. It has a member of parliament who had been Prime Minister of this country, who is going to be the Prime Minister of this country. I am so proud of our Uttar Pradesh and Varanasi and our leader Narendra Modi ji.
All right. Anila, just stay on with me at this point of time. In fact, we are going to stay with this story. Rahul, you wanted to make a quick point. Yes.
Ankit, see, when we were talking about how unrelenting this BJP is, at the airport, I'm surprised to see Amit Shah. Amit Shah is being talked about as the architect of this BJP's big win, and especially the kind of effort he has done in Uttar Pradesh. So if there is a Yogi Adityanath as Chief Minister, is protocol that he has to be there when the Prime Minister is landing, and he is Prime Minister designate right now. But Amit Shah is there. So if a win of the BJP, Narendra Modi is keeping Amit Shah in the frame. Now that's a very important element and signal that Amit Shah is being accorded a special place as far as the BJP's pantheon, current pantheon is concerned.
I think as they say, the heir apparent, or is at least he's being groomed like that at this point of time. Let me quickly get across to my colleague Polumi Saha, who is joining me live from Banaras. Electrifying atmosphere there. It's almost as Banaras and the BJP is celebrating this victory of the Prime Minister, Polumi, as a festival.
That's right, Ankit. We're coming to you from outside the Kashi Vishwanath temple right now, where, of course, the Prime Minister is expected to arrive in a short while from now, and there is a lot of anticipation. The security is clearing us off the roads over here, and obviously the people have been asked to stand on both sides of the road. The ropes are out, basically, because they're expecting that the Prime Minister will be here shortly. So they're clearing the entire street, the road which is leading up to the Kashi Vishwanath temple, where we're standing outside right now and reporting from. Kashi is hoping to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Modi. This is not expected to be a roadshow per se. He's going to quietly come into Kashi Vishwanath temple, seek blessings over here, perform his puja, and then head to the Deen Dayal Hastakala Sankul, which is about roughly about 8 to 9 kilometers from where we are right now. And there, of course, he will be addressing party workers, thousands of party workers. They've made some grand arrangements over there as well, which we witnessed yesterday as the preparations were being put in place over here. The security, as you can see, is extremely tight over here, because the Prime Minister may not have announced a roadshow, the Bharatiya Janata Party may not have announced a roadshow, but nobody in Varanasi wants to miss a chance to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as he arrives in this temple city to thank his voters and express his gratitude to the people of Kashi for electing him for a second consecutive term from this constituency. This is not a constituency which has been home to him previously before 2014. At that time, he contested from 2 constituencies, one from his home state of Gujarat, which was Vadodara, and then, of course, from Varanasi as well. And eventually, after being elected from both constituencies with a huge margin, he chose to stay with Varanasi. And this time round as well, Ankit, there was a lot of anticipation in the air, speculation, rumors that there is a possibility that the Prime Minister might pick another constituency as well, maybe from the eastern part of India. Could it be from West Bengal? Could it be from Odisha? But we were told categorically by our sources within the Bharatiya Janata Party that the Prime Minister will stick with Varanasi and Varanasi alone, because he wants to send out a very strong message that he has absolute faith in the people of Varanasi, that they will re-elect him with a huge margin, and there is no need to contest from a second constituency. There is no political messaging that's needed over here, and that is exactly what happened. Varanasi, of course, re-elected him, and this time with a bigger margin. Last time it was 370,000 votes. This time the margin between him and the first runner-up from Varanasi constituency, Shalini Yadav of the Samajwadi Party, the gap was of about 480,000 votes. So all of those people right behind me lining up the streets over here right now, because they're hoping that the Prime Minister will probably wave out to him or to them from his cavalcade, from his convoy, and maybe they will be able to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. There won't be any dark glasses, and they will be able to catch a glimpse of him. Large screens which have been put up over here as well, which are showcasing various events and various moments of the Prime Minister's political career of the last 5 years. So this obviously again reminding them of the illustrious career that he's had over the last 5 years. And of course, we're expecting that Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister, will be with him. He arrived over here to, of course, look at the arrangements, oversee the arrangements. Yesterday itself, he arrived over here. He came to the Kashi Vishwanath temple last evening himself. And he's going to accompany the Prime Minister today as well. Of course, he has received him where the Prime Minister has landed a short while ago. The Prime Minister will be coming from police lines over here. The entire stretch has been barricaded, but not a mega road show. They're not like decorating the entire stretch, the route, because this is not expected to be a road show. It is all, it's all whatever. If the Prime Minister does somehow, step out of his vehicle or, stand on his vehicle and wave out to the crowds, it's all going to be very impromptu because none of this is planned, Ankit. So we're expecting the Prime Minister to be here in a short while, of course. First, to pay his obeisance over here at the Kashi Vishwanath temple, perform his puja, his prayers, seek his blessings, and then, of course, make his way towards the Deen Dayal Hastakala Sankul, again a facility, a convention center of sorts in Varanasi, which was initiated by the Union Ministry of Textiles under Smriti Irani in this government, inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself during one of his visits to his home constituency. Back to you, Ankit.
Poulomi, at this point of time, one thing is very clear that it might not be as the BJP usually organizes a Prime Minister's roadshow with thousands and lakhs of people coming in. But I can see that at many places there are artists, specific groups singing, dancing at various intervals. So yes, there is an attempt to create that euphoria on Prime Minister's visit. It might not be as planned as possibly his nomination was, but even at this point of time, look at these visuals. All across there are mandalis either performing dances or singing or doing a lot of other things. Okay, we've lost that line with Poulomi. Rahul, knowing how the way the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party functions, everything is planned to the T. So it may not be a mega roadshow as it was planned when his nomination was filed. People, pouring in from various places across Uttar Pradesh and the country. But this does seem to be an attempt to at least showcase it, make it a big television spectacle of a grand welcome with these dancers, singers all across the Banaras streets.
Ankit, I think whenever Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes to Varanasi, especially, I have noticed that it is never a TV thing or other things. I think it's a large message being sent out that anybody who is part of it or watching it should go back with something to take to their homes. If you see the last roadshow, the Prime Minister sent out a message of strength. It was a show of strength not only for Varanasi, it was for UP. It was for all over the country, that here is a leader who is so tremendously popular in his own constituency. And that is why I will say these are very well managed shows which are created by the BJP. There is definitely a lot of popularity, no denying, on the streets of Varanasi. I was on the last day of polling, I was in Varanasi, and I found a lot of people who told me after they had voted that they had left home with somebody else on mind, but by the time they reached the polling booth, they voted for Narendra Modi because they realized that perhaps they started thinking that it's better because everybody is voting for him.
Yeah,
that's the sway he holds. But these well crafted. I think some of these people who come dressed as Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman, and others, these are spontaneous efforts. But some of the events which are held by the BJP. You've got some very efficient managers. Like I was talking about Mr. C.R. Patil, who managed his model village and others, who create a moment for people.
Yeah.
People take these messages home. This is. And I think some amount of management is also required because Ankit, he's a Prime Minister, high on security terror threats, and that is why some amount of planning needs to go who is going to be where.
Manisha, Priyam, the political messaging is not lost in this, and I just want to bring in that whole aspect of the BJP under Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP Chief Amit Shah. The messaging is unrelenting. They don't wait for elections to come. They create a message in every day or every opportunity that they get.
I think very important comments have been made there by Rahul already, very important comments there. But if you can see, here's the Hanuman iconry, the Sankat Mochan. Although the Prime Minister is going to Kashi Vishwanath, which is a Vishwanath temple, a Shankar temple. The other important temple is the Sankat Mochan temple by the proximity of the Banaras Hindu University. So in popular life in Varanasi, for example, very common to have the Ramlila processions, but also the importance of Hanuman to that city is extremely significant. As a true Banarsi, you would know that if this had been a road show, the Prime Minister would have been starting from Sankat Mochan and ending at Kashi Vishwanath. This time around, however, I see him coming closer to the gates in the central parts of the old city, the part of the city that is, as Paulomi was interviewing people, they told you, yahan traffic ki bahut dikkat hai. Now, although a lot of things have been done to decongest this area, it is here that you can see that the lanes are extremely narrow. It's an old city, it's a heritage city, and it's here that people have lined up on both sides in a bottleneck literally, and that large gate that has been erected, I hope Paulomi was here, that gate really is the part of the facade of building the newer additions to the beautification, or I would say the expansion as per plans of the Kashi Vishwanath temple. I would also add to the cultural momentum that on these parts of Purvanchal, the singing tradition, the Geet tradition is extremely important, and at any moment you can find people breaking out into sporadics. But a lot of the cultural extravaganza is also from other Indian states, to which Banaras has a cultural city.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.